What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to a brand new series that we're going to be doing on my channel. We're going to be calling it Deck Decider, so dropping the DD on there, extra little bit of dirty talk. For right now, at least that's the name that we're working with. If you guys can come up with something fun and better, by all means, throw it my way. But what we're doing, we're on random.org, and we're on their playing card shuffler. And what it does is you can select the suits that you want, you can select the cards that you want. So we want basically everything except for the jokers, and we're going to go ahead and draw our 11 cards. And now obviously we're going to do 11 because there are 11 players on the pitch at one time and 11 cards that you need in a starting lineup on Ultimate Team. So that is what we are going with, and there you can see the cards on the screen. Now right now those cards mean absolutely nothing to you. They mean something to me, but I'm going to go ahead and explain the rules to Deck Decider and exactly what it is, and show you guys. I guess you guys could play as well on your own, but show you what it is. So this is the rating system that I came up with. An ace is for cards that are rated 90 or higher. Kings are for cards rated 88 to 89. Queens are 86 to 87. Jacks are 84 to 85. 10, 82 to 83. 9, 80 to 81. So on and so forth, all the way down, except for number 2 is going to be for cards rated 0 to 67. I wanted to give the opportunity to get all those bronze cards in if need be. So obviously we've got to pick the bigger leagues in order for this to work properly, because they're going to have the full plethora of cards rated all the way down to somewhere close to 50, 40, all the way up. So for the sake of this first episode, the leagues are set as follows. So if it's a spade, it's going to be for League 1. If it's hearts, it's going to be the Barclays Premier League. If it's clubs, it's going to be the Serie A. And if it's diamonds, it's going to be the Liga BBVA. So now you guys will know how, if you go back and look at the cards that are drawn, well, actually, we're going to go through that first coming up right here. But what I did is, it's a great way to challenge myself on how to build new squads and to try out new players that I've just never ever tried before on Ultimate Team. And I actually had a ton of fun doing this. And that's mainly just because the way I am, I like a good challenge, and I like the trying to figure out best ways to fit players together. A challenge doesn't even have to be Ultimate Team related, but any sort of challenge, I'm a happy guy. So we ended up having to go with a 4-3-3 formation. And the 4 of diamonds, we're going to use that card as our keeper. The 6 of diamonds as our left center back, the 8 of hearts at our right center back, 3 of hearts at our right back. Left back is going to be the 3 of diamonds. And now, if you guys are wondering what is going on right now, these cards are all associated with the player that I chose. So, for instance, the 2 of hearts had to be a player from the Premier League or the BPL that was rated 67 or lower. And so essentially that's what that falls out. So the big cards in this episode are the Ace of Spades and the King of Spades. So that means from the League 1, we've got to pick a player that's rated 90 or above and a player that's rated 88 to 89. So obviously you guys can tell at this point that it's got quite a bit of constraint on it, and it's a bit difficult to use. If you go back to the beginning of where it started, where all the cards were just randomly shuffled out, I just put all the cards on the screen this way so that it would be easier for you guys to see and translate when we actually start filling out our lineup here, which we're going to get into right now. Our first little Deck Decider squad builder, we end up going with Joel. He's 6'4". He's Spanish. He's really not a terrible silver goalkeeper on this game. I paid 900 coins for him in a 4-3-3 formation, which I was thrilled about. And you guys know that I haven't played many 4-3-3s on this game. I feel like it's kind of wide open. It's just not always so balanced. But we've got Koscielny and Miranda. Miranda plays for Atletico Madrid. He's Brazilian, and he links up nicely to give Joel that extra boost at 9 chemistry. We've got Flanagan playing our right back spot, getting that BPL connection with Koscielny. At left back, we've got, I think his name is Guilherme, I can't remember his last name, Sequeira, something like that. He is not exceptionally fast, and my outside backs weren't. But guys, I could have used any combination of the cards to fill the roster, because obviously there are different player rating combinations for different, there are multiple players rated 74 in a league, and some of them play center back, some of them play striker, some of them play in the midfield. But this is the best combination that I could go with to get the proper chemistry that Fabio Simplicity Lucio, not the right guy right there, but we are introducing Paul Pogba into the equation here. So we've got actually a nice little midfield, and this squad actually started to turn out pretty nicely. But once we build the squad, we're going to go ahead and try to win the Advanced Cup. If there's a tournament out other than the Advanced Cup that I can win, that's that my team fills the requirements for, then we're by all means we will play that. But the Advanced Cup really has no entry requirements, and no matter what our team looks like, we'll be able to play. We've got the team of the season Nene, and the team of the season Olivier Giroud, and I believe it's Jon Molo. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that. I know he was in the La Liga, and then he transferred to League One. But we're getting into our first match here, and this team was, as you guys would decide with the team with, or probably can assume with the team with constraints like this, it was a bit difficult to use. And coming up in this first match, I was like, oh my gosh, this is not how I'm about to start playing this game. But there, Giroud, as you guys know, probably if you watch my Path to Power, I hated him, absolutely hated him. I tried to play him in either a 3-5-2 or a 4-1-2-1-2 and said he was not worth his coins. He was absolutely awful. In a single lone striker set, he is extremely good. He is almost one of the, or he's probably one of the most dominant strikers that I've ever used in this game in terms of strength and aerial ability, aerial threat, whatever you want to call it. His left foot is good, not exceptionally great, but there you can see he beats me with Neves. Joel had his moments that were really good. He's very strong against finesse shots, but a low driven shot, he was going to get beaten just about every time. And that first match ends 2-1 for us, so we're moving on into the next round. Feeling pretty good about it. Coming up against Duke Fanatic here, and we're playing another Brazilian team. He's got a few Silvers on there in the back. But Nene, I also found to be far better as a left wing than any of the times I've used him as a left mid. But briefly going to talk about Philippe Coutinho on the screen right here. He kind of was the player that made this whole squad run. I always talk about a catalyst in the formations that I play, in whether it be a 4-1-2-1-2 or 3-5-2. Those are my generally considered to be my favorite formations on Ultimate Team. That's because I can have that center attacking mid that can boss play, that can be my playmaker, be my number 10 out there for me in that spot. And Coutinho actually filled that role from that left center mid spot. So I was thrilled with that. I only paid 5,000 coins for him. He was set as a CAM though, so I moved him back to a CM, which I think cost me another 4,000. Ended up selling him on for 10,000 after this was done. So even a nice little bit of profit on there. But Giroud splitting it open the defense in the 26th minute, puts it away nicely. After a nice little passing move from the squad here. And at this point, this match is up, or is set at 2-1. I'll try to include as many player-ish reviews and general commentaries about what's going on, and overall squad reviews, formation reviews, all these things into these, because I'll have to come up with probably some creative formations and switch around formations to get the best combination of players out there at the highest possible chemistry. I could have gone with a 4-3-2-1 for this side, but that would have left Las Diara at, that would have left Nene at 7 chem, and if I can go for 9 chem, you better believe that I'm going for 9 chem. But there's Nene right there. He's got a high attacking work rate and a low defensive work rate. So in a counter-attacking formation like the 4-3-3, like the 4-3-2-1, he is an exceptionally good winger. And I actually found that similar to Michel Bastos, he is far better shooting across his body rather than his finesse shot. His finesse shot for me wasn't stellar, but that's what I'm talking about with Coutinho breaking forward. He is a phenomenal silver player, guys. If you have a Brazil silver team, he is well worth picking him up. As an attacking mid, I've used him before. His shot is not exceptionally good, but his ball control, dribbling, and passing is 100% on point. And this is just Moyo right here. A nice team passing sequence. It took me a little while to get used to the 4-3-3. I don't like how far out the wingers are. It's good for the quick wingers. Obviously, you can just kind of run down the line and cross if need be, but that's generally not my style. I wanted to take defenders on and see kind of what opportunities that would allow. And sometimes it was really good. Both my wingers had 4-star skills. Now, I could have flipped some things around. Like, Koscielny in this squad is about the same rating. He's that 78, 79 spot. And I can't remember which card that went. I think that's the 8 of Hearts is which card that associated with. So I could have gone with Ben Arfa there, and he would have worked in up at that right mid spot. But that would have left a giant hole for me to fill at the center back spot. And I thought it was better to go with Koscielny and Miranda than to take that extra attacking power. I was like, is Ben Arfa going to be that much better than Moyo? I do not know. But there's Olivier Giroud. I guess is he an Arsenal man yet? Is it official? I think it's probably close. But we're on to I think we're in the semifinal now at this point. And that's just sloppy defending and a brilliant chip from Wallison right there. God, how many Brazilian teams did I play in this tournament now looking back? But that's definitely a foul against Olivier right there. And he's going to put this away. I think I give the penalty to him. Guys, I want to say he's got a high work rate, or maybe a medium high. He kind of falls prey to, if you guys have played with the FIFA 11 Ultimate Team, Gignac had a medium high work rate, and he was a beast as a striker when he was actually forward, but he tended to drop back so far and got a bit annoying. But in a 4-3-3 formation, if your main striker drops back a little bit, that's okay, because all you need is extremely attacking wingers that are going to then be your players getting in behind the defense and making those slashing runs at the goal. But there's Coutinho scoring another brilliant little goal. He is a wonderful player, as now I think I've said 3 times, so I'm going to just shut my mouth about that. But this is Moya doing a little bit of work, getting free, chopping, body feinting, all things that are good. 4-star weak foot, and it shows. He's right-footed default, so he and Nene do well to swap wings if I want to be cutting in on Nene's left. But that's how that match is going to end. 5-1 full time, and we are moving our way into the finals, into this Advanced Cup. I did play a few games going into this tournament to kind of see if I could figure out how this team flowed. But I saw this guy at a 3-back formation, and I was like, heck yes, I've got a 4-3-3. This is the perfect formation to counteract his 3-back formation. And there it is right there. Players breaking in from width. It's Coutinho this time, finding Giroud, finding Moyo, and putting it in nicely. And obviously, guys, this is a tournament final that was just the 5th minute. But we're taking our goals. We're making the smart passes because we want to come out with that trophy for this squad, and especially in this first deck decider. But that's what I'm talking about with Nene, having that high attacking work rate and being wide open on the counter more often than not. He's got 4-star weak foot, I want to say, as well, and just tucks it in nicely there in the 38th minute to give us a 2-0 lead. And at this point, he ends up pulling one back, I think, with Fernando Torres. Joel, just so debatable on anything that is low. Obviously, Courtois could have been, you guys are going to say, why wouldn't you use the Belgian keeper from Atletico? Because his rating didn't, like, the cards that were drawn from the Liga BBVA, his rating didn't match up. And so I had to get a little creative and try some new players out. It is quite fun to do. Anyways, guys, I hope we're coming to a close here. If you guys did enjoy this first episode of Deck Decider, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know what you're thinking, what's going on. And I hope you did like it. Leave a comment, let me know what's going on, what you guys think. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.